This is an underground experimental base operated by the US military. Two soldiers are conducting a routine inspection when they suddenly spot a zombie feasting on something. They walk up, bewildered, and realize that one of the test subjects from the biochemical lab has escaped. The female soldier raises her gun and swiftly puts it down with a single shot, then quickly reports the situation to their superior. However, the superior informs them that zombies from other areas have also escaped from the base. As the sound of gunfire intensifies, the female soldier immediately drives off to provide support. Unfortunately, the soldier who stayed behind faces a grim fate. One of the infected researchers has already mutated, and before he can react, the zombie bites off his ear. The zombie virus quickly spreads throughout the base, and the infected personnel start to leave the facility. Unbeknownst to them, right next to the base is a farm where people are joyfully enjoying their day. Seeing the staggering zombies approaching, the visitors think it's a special attraction arranged by the farm and pay little attention. An old man even tries to take a picture with a zombie, with predictable and horrifying results. On the other side of the park, a kindergarten teacher is taking her students on a tractor ride. As they drive along, their path is blocked by a zombie feasting on a sheep. The driver, not realizing the danger, thinks it's just a person and curiously approaches to ask what's happening. In the next moment, the driver is bitten on the neck by the zombie. Hearing the screams, two teachers who were chatting nearby, Caroline and Dave, rush to see what's happening. Caroline sees the zombie and quickly realizes the danger. As the zombie advances towards them, she grabs a rake with 9 teeth to fend it off and yells at Dave to drive the students to safety. However, Dave doesn't know how to operate the tractor and fumbles with the controls. Fortunately, his nephew in the back reminds him to release the handbrake, and the tractor finally starts moving. Seeing the dire situation, Caroline pins the zombie to a tree with great effort and then sprints towards the tractor, managing to get away just in time. However, the entire farm is overrun with zombies. To avoid scaring the children, Caroline starts singing and tells them that the zombies are part of a special farm show. Suddenly, the tractor comes to a halt, blocked by a horde of zombies ahead. With no other choice, they have to proceed on foot. Thinking quickly, Caroline decides to turn the escape into a game of Eagle Catches Chicks. The kids, oblivious to the real threat, enjoy the game, while Caroline and Dave are internally panicking. The zombies move slowly enough for them to reach the farm store safely, but they find Teddy inside, refusing to open the door. With zombies closing in, Caroline spots a dog door nearby. She quickly instructs the children to crawl through it, one by one. All the kids make it safely inside the store, but Dave is grabbed by a zombie. In a desperate move, Dave climbs onto the roof and leaps down onto Teddy, who is standing behind the door, performing a move akin to a Tarzan jump. Teddy wasn't going to take Dave's surprise attack lying down and immediately started pummeling him. However, Dave fought back fiercely, grabbing a stapler and jamming it into Teddy's face. Teddy screamed in pain and retaliated with a powerful punch, leaving Dave momentarily dazed. Taking a moment to check his face for injuries, Teddy's vanity was evident as he worried about his looks. But Dave, seizing the opportunity, launched another surprise attack, knocking Teddy unconscious. With Teddy out of the way, Dave quickly opened the door, letting Caroline and the children inside. He then secured the windows with wooden planks. The kids weren't as oblivious as they seemed and began to realize that this wasn't a game. Sensing their growing fear, Caroline quickly tried to reassure them, nearly succeeding in calming them down. Just then, Teddy woke up and, in a panic, blurted out the truth. This wasn't a game, and the zombies outside were real and dangerous. Caroline's patience snapped at Teddy's reckless revelation. She grabbed a shard of broken pottery and pressed it threateningly against Teddy's side. Teddy, realizing he had crossed the line, started to cry, realizing that this woman was even more terrifying than the zombies outside. After managing to deal with Teddy, Dave's nephew suddenly started coughing. Caroline rushed over to check on him and, with her experience, quickly recognized that it was a severe allergic reaction requiring an immediate adrenaline injection. Fortunately, Dave had one prepared in advance. However, in the process of injecting his nephew, Dave accidentally jabbed the needle into his own hand. Caroline was momentarily exasperated, but she remembered they had a backup in the backpack, which was left on the tractor. Dave wanted to retrieve it, but his nephew held him back, not wanting his uncle to leave. With no other choice, Caroline took matters into her own hands. She climbed onto the roof and leaped down, moving like a golden flash through the zombie horde. Her agility allowed her to dodge and weave through the slow-moving zombies, who were unable to keep up with her. Caroline quickly reached the tractor. Spotting several soldier zombies approaching, she grabbed a nearby shovel and deftly dispatched them with a few swift blows. It was hard to tell if Caroline was exceptionally skilled or if the zombies were just particularly inept, but the important thing was that she retrieved the backpack successfully. But as she prepared to return to the store, Caroline saw a large group of zombies approaching. Undeterred, she grabbed her shovel and charged at them. Though the director cut this part of the scene, the bloodstains on Caroline's clothes indicated she had been through a fierce battle. Upon returning to the store, Caroline wasted no time resting. She immediately administered the injection to the boy. Thankfully, it was timely, and the boy's life was no longer in danger. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Caroline's bravery and kindness were truly remarkable. Not only could she fight off terrifying zombies, but she also had a heart of gold. Who wouldn't admire such a woman? Dave certainly found himself deeply enamored by her. As night fell, the military had a plan in place. They learned that the zombies were mostly gathered near the store on the farm, so they decided to bomb the store comprehensively, aiming to wipe out all the zombies in one fell swoop. Early the next morning, the military began their operation, planning to bomb the store 2.5 hours later. Meanwhile, the people in the store were not sitting idly by. Dave and Teddy went up to the roof and began their escape plan. Dave was tasked with luring the zombies away using a metal bucket, while Teddy would use the opportunity to get to the car. The plan went smoothly, and Teddy successfully made it to the car, with Dave following closely behind. However, Teddy locked the car doors, leaving Dave bewildered, realizing he couldn't rely on him. Despite Dave's pleas for help, Teddy remained indifferent. It turned out he planned to escape alone. Before Dave could process what was happening, a zombie appeared in the car, tearing Teddy apart in an instant. Dave, terrified, quickly climbed onto the roof of the car, surrounded by zombies closing in on him. One misstep, and he would become their meal. Caroline from the store witnessed this scene with great concern, unsure of what to do next. Suddenly, a little girl approached her and informed her that Dave's nephew was missing. The scene shifted, revealing that the nephew had transformed into a black warrior, navigating through the dense crowd of zombies. Yes, he was on a mission to rescue his uncle. Empowered by his costume, he seemed to wield the Force, effortlessly fending off the horde of zombies with a wave of his hand. Meanwhile, Dave found himself in a dire situation when suddenly he heard the sound of a tractor. Puzzled, he turned around and saw his nephew driving the tractor to his rescue. It was a crucial moment, and Dave knew he could count on his nephew. He quickly jumped down from the car and onto the tractor. Meanwhile, the situation at the store was also dire as the zombies were about to break through the door. Fortunately, Dave arrived just in time with his nephew. Once Caroline and the children were on board, Dave drove the tractor straight out of the store with the horde of zombies in hot pursuit. Although the tractor was slow, it still outpaced the sluggish zombies. The military was in the midst of executing their plan when they spotted the tractor with a horde of zombies heading their way. Despite knowing there were survivors, the officers still ordered their elimination along with the zombies, as the military aimed to eliminate all safety threats. However, when Dave mentioned there were many children in the trailer, the officer, although reluctant, couldn't bring himself to harm the children. So, he ordered the tractor to pass through. Once they were safely through, the incoming zombies were swiftly dealt with. Following this, a B-2 stealth bomber roared overhead, carpet-bombing the entire farm, bringing the crisis to an end. Amidst the explosions, Dave and Caroline shamelessly found solace in each other's arms.